Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome to Take the Points,
a true underdog podcast.
Just a point out of Steve. I thought that point was going to be accompanied with some sort of slogan.
Nope.
Nothing.
I like it. I no notes.
I had my first dream about Take the Points last night.
Ooh.
And it was somebody who was a listener being upset with me for skipping too many episodes. That's what I dreamed about. So that must mean it's in my subconscious that I feel that way.
Probably. I also will fill you in. You know what one of my biggest pet peeves is? Is when people tell me about their dreams.
Oh, I just did it.
No, but hold on. Let me clarify a little bit. You did it. You were very succinct to the point. Mm-hmm. It's when people are like, "Oh, I had a dream where I was at my house, but it was actually my school, but my teacher was there, but it was actually my dad." It's like, well, I don't know where this fucking story takes place
or what I'm supposed to do. Yeah,
this is the ultimate you had to be there story.
But at least what I just said was applicable to the context here.
You're right. If you're like, "Oh, I had a dream where I lost my job." Oh, wow, that's crazy.
It already happened. But
right. Yeah.
That is the worst when you are in a conversation with someone and you just desperately want to get out of it. And you're like, I'm typing on my computer. I'm not paying attention to you. I literally do not care. And they just continue to go. That would be a great example where I'm like, can you, I don't know what else to tell you other than just I got to go.
Dream. If you're a dream detailer, I don't need to know.
I'm out.
But this is where you guys, I feel like I have found a way to do this. Though. Oh, no. I've moved on beyond my dream, and now I'm stuck on Robbie's point about getting out of conversations with people. I feel like I have found a way that's pretty foolproof to do this, and without having to be rude to people or be like, "Hey, I can't listen to you anymore." What I just do is I say, "Oh my God!" I'll just be like, "I got to go call this person," or I have something urgent that I have to go do, but I say it really nicely, and I'm like, "Okay. Let's finish this later. I really got to go do X, Y, Z." Get up from your computer when you're typing something, Robbie, and be like, "Oh shoot, it's 2:10. I was supposed to call my doctor at this time, whatever." Just get up and go.
Because we all have 2:10 appointments.
No,
yes,
you just make
2:14. They've been waiting.
It's not that hard to just be like, "Oh shoot, I was supposed to go call my wife. I'll be right back," or I'll talk to you about this in a little bit. Just do it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Leave a comment. Let us know if that works for you.
Yeah. I generally Robbie will miss a step. He'll just look at his hand, be like, "Oh shoot, I gotta go," and be like, "What the fuck? Why did he look at his hand and just leave?"
Look what time it is. Oh wait, I don't have a watch on. I love when someone does that. They're like, "I gotta go. I gotta. That's where to be." Do you? Yeah. Are you sure?
No, you have to make it seem like, I just realized this. I have to go do this. Yeah. So if I ever do that to you, you'll know why.
So this would be
you've done that to me, I think too.
This would be the equivalent of Sharon Moore when the NCAA came calling. I gotta go. I can't take this. I gotta run and go do something. Yeah. Connor, you got this. But Connor threw his phone in the lake, so he can't. So we're just.
Or what about when Jim Harbaugh was like, "I gotta go because I'm not gonna be around to deal with any of this, so I'm gonna literally leave the school."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. I will leave you with this is my comment to get out of the thing. I just go, weird.
Spoken
Crazy.
by a classic Michigan man.
Don't know. That's nuts, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Steve, did you get a chance to listen to my solo episode on Michigan? I'm going to guess no, you did not.
No,
listen to
I didn't. I don't need to. I know.
A lot of good points were made.
Yeah. Sure, there's plenty of good points to be made. There's not much I can sit here and say and counter a lot of it, right? But it's just
you acknowledge you guys cheated. We're good. Okay, let's great.
Wilson,
what's on the agenda for today?
That we did 60 and a 35, and everyone who did 50 in that same 35 got pissed at us for going 60.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
It's such a cop out, dude. Such a cop out.
It is.
You just
everybody steals the
signs.
Everybody steals the signs.
Hi, my name's Steve. I went to Central, even though I claim I'm a Michigan fan, and I cheated.
I got that. I went to U of M Flint for my MBA, bro. You know that. I'll show you the diploma. It's in my basement somewhere.
Fire up
I will say NBA affiliations are not nearly as strong, especially when they're at a satellite school. I will say that
100%, 100%. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't say satellite school on the diploma. It says
that's all that matters, baby. That is all that matters.
Yeah.
Did you guys?
Do you think I put Flint on the resume? No, I just said University of Michigan.
Maybe you're proud of it. I don't know. Nothing wrong with Flint. Got you proud. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
That was a get in, get out kind of deal.
Okay.
On the weekends.
Did you guys watch any college football in week 0 this past weekend?
I forget week 0 is a thing.
I watched nothing this weekend.
Honestly. I watched nothing as well. There was nothing that was appetizing to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. It's just a weird thing. I know I said it last week when I was solo, but I just was like, week 0, just why we got to do that? Let's just go to week 1. Enough of this week 0. It was like the opening round of the tournament, the play-in games. Like, I'm out. I just don't. Yeah. Granted, the competition was a little better, but.
I think the other piece for me there is I know that it's already going to be a consistent battle of being able to watch as much as I want to watch because you got it. You only have so much time. You got to pick and choose. And I do have a wife who's likely going to be like, hey, you just watched a game. Are you going to really watch a second game in a row? And there's going to be multiple weekends of that happening. So I was like, week 0, I can sit out. I can save.
Are you going to watch a second game in a row? It's like, it's only 3:00. I got 3 more games in me.
Yeah, we got all night.
The 3:00, we got the 7:30, and I might watch the West Coast game. Who knows?
Love it. 100% anyways, there. I was just curious if you guys watch any college football, but
any notables? I didn't even know who played. Any notable games?
Yeah, so there was I think Kansas State played on Saturday night. I know there was a game too in Ireland that they're Dublin or whatever. But I honestly, it's like I said last week though, guys, I don't got a lot of juice for college football right now. NIL stuff is like neutered me, man. I just I don't have the same juice for it. I don't know. Maybe it's because Michigan State probably going to be not. Again, when Michigan was on their title run, of course, that made it more appealing to watch like local sports. But I just, especially not having really a college football team, because Maction is really the only thing I will watch where Miami plays in anything, and that's once in a blue moon. Like I just don't have I don't know. I don't have the juice for it. Are you guys
little Wednesday night Maction for you?
Right, but there's also nothing else going on a Wednesday, which is why I watch. But like I'll put on like the big noon game for a little bit on a Saturday, or like like it's mostly the Saturday night games are the ones to watch, but. I don't know who's on the teams anymore. Like NIL's just really, I don't know. It's really killed a lot of college football for me. I'm still going to watch, obviously, but not to the level I was 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Kids have killed college football for me. Just
having kids.
To
like your own kids?
Just like, on Saturday.
I thought you meant general kids. Like no, all college kids have killed college football for me.
that actually holds true too. But I think like just Saturdays are tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To just get up and do anything but like be dad. It's
well,
tough.
And you would also prioritize, right? I think like I would watching NFL Sunday. If you had to choose. And so like a lot of times we're going to have to make that choice of do I watch 2 games of college football on Saturday that I kind of care about, or do I watch as many as I can on Sunday?
Yeah. Do I watch Texas BYU today or Lions tomorrow?
Yeah.
I choose the Lions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch only Michigan State probably this year, and I'm hoping to watch 75% of the games unless they're absolutely god awful like they were last year. Then I won't.
Yeah.
It could happen. Yeah. But we'll see. I have some. We also don't forget. I was just going to wrap just 2 quick things. One, Tigers 10.5 games up, had a really nice weekend against Kansas City. I don't think there's a ton to talk about there with them. We're getting down to the stretch run, but we got 30 games left in the season. As the playoffs get closer, we'll watch the seeding, but I don't know about you guys. I feel like we beat the Tigers to death at this point. We've talked about them so damn much. I don't have a ton more to say at this point.
Yeah, I think we're on Alex Cobb watch. I think he's got to come back and pitch 10 complete games to get his signing bonus or whatever it is.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, like you never know, man. Sports. Crazy.
All of a sudden that hip's feeling okay.
Yeah.
You know?
What if he comes out and goes 10? Like he comes out and hits 5 starts in 45 innings. Yeah, it just would be insane.
I mean,
impossible.
We also have to say that Charlie Morton was a good pickup at this point. Like 100%. He's already made an impact and filled in some space that we really needed him to do. So I think that was a bigger win than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
Troy Melton's been solid. The other Montero pickup, not good.
Not good at all.
Although he did a big save a couple weeks ago in like the 10th inning, and he like struck 3 guys out with the guy on third.
Oh, he did?
That was impressive.
I didn't see it.
The big discussion, I guess, just to wrap on the Tigers, is really going to be as we get closer to playoffs, who's going to be that game 2 starter?
It can't be Flaherty because we can't trust him. He's going to get shelled every other game.
I think I would throw Morton out there, honestly. I think I'd throw him out, and then I'd go Mize in game 3 and then have Flaherty come out of the pen.
Same.
But like I was at the game last week, Mize could get nobody out. Everything was contact. The dude just gets hit all over the place. Like I don't know, with Flaherty not pitching well and Olsen being down, like I think Morton's your best bet. He's got the best strikeout capability, and he's been there and done it before. But
or maybe it'll be Alex Cobb.
Man. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. It could be, man.
What if they go Skubal, Morton, Cobb?
I mean, I guess Cobb's probably Mize. I don't know. Cobb is probably Flaherty. Like Flaherty at his best is a 2. Flaherty at his worst is like a 7 starter. Like he's either really good or he's really bad. So you may just have him in the pen and say like, maybe he becomes a starter. You throw him 2 innings and then you yank him. Like,
like the
anyways,
opener.
that'll be a future conversation. But we got to talk some football today, boys. So Lions training camp wrapped up. Final preseason game last week. I think I watched like 4 minutes of all 4 preseason games, which was great. Cuts coming today across the board in the NFL, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, you guys been paying attention to any Lions news, or where are we at on training camp? We at like a level 5 of knowledge, 10. You guys already know I'm at like a 15. So
yeah, you're up there.
I'm at about a 2.
Okay.
I'm probably a little higher than that, but not much. I can't preseason. I can't get into preseason.
Same.
It's fair.
There's already 17 games. It's already taken Thanksgiving. It's going to take Christmas this year.
It is taking
which
Christmas
we know.
this year.
Like I'm not a fan of the Christmas game guy. Like I'm just not. Hate it. But like, and then add like you want me to get into 4 preseason games talking about our 3rd string linebackers? No. Like,
but dude, we will be there. We will be there once the time is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be there.
Also, guys, isn't backup quarterback like there's been so much stupid conversation about Hendon Hooker. If he ever has to play, we're fucked anyways. So
no, it doesn't matter at all.
I think we can all acknowledge he stinks. He's not good. They need to cut him. Like he's dead. He's done.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, there we go.
He's bad.
I mean, really bad. Again, like here's my thing on Hendon Hooker. At the time, I understood the pick, but in hindsight, absolutely that was tough.
It's crazy to think of Brad Holmes' draft. What was it 2024, 23 when he took like Branch and all those guys up front. Then he took like Broderick Martin, Hooker. Like the back of that draft was so bad, but the front was so good that you're like, that's a good GM. Shoot about 50%. It's about what you're going to fire.
Still an A, honestly.
Best in the league.
Is Broderick Martin going to get cut? Like,
yeah,
for sure.
That's what I mean. Like,
and he should. He's not good.
Yeah,
he stinks. Like
it's tough.
Cut him loose. But yeah, I mean, I know I covered last week. There's not really a ton of news coming out of training camp. This is probably the most proven roster that they've had. The biggest issue is just going to be depth. Like with Frank Ragnow retiring, Graham Glasgow, can he carry the weight? Like those are the biggest questions that you guys are already aware of. But there's so much conversation about Hendon Hooker is just annoying. I'd say the biggest training camp headline has been Isaac Tesla. Like that dude is looking like a steal based on what we're seeing, but it's early. He's going against second teamers.
How many games in? I wonder how many games in does he get like really meaningful time and looks?
Yeah. I mean, that's been the conversation. If you look at like even who they're going to cut this year, like it's obviously Amon-Ra number 1, Jamison Williams number 2, Sam Laporta probably your 3rd target. Then you got Gibbs coming out of the backfield. At that point, it's the Khalif Raymond, Tim Patrick, Isaac Tesla debate at like the 4th receiver. I mean, that's what they may cut Tim Patrick just because of how Tesla's played. I doubt they do it because they always like to have that like veteran guy like the Josh Reynolds or DJ Chark on the team like they had a couple of years ago. But I mean, dude looks good. I don't know if you guys heard Brad Holmes on a podcast. He said his biggest regret from a player he didn't take was Puka Nacua. That's like his biggest regret, which I was like, he tried to make up for that this year and was like, cool, I'm going for Isaac Tesla and giving up 3 third-round picks. This dude's going to be the new Puka, you know?
I mean, he certainly could. He's got the physical makeup of it. What is he, like 6'5"?
Yeah, he's just like he hands everything.
Freak.
The way he like high points the ball is crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that's the stuff that like, you know, you can't coach that up, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like you have that underlying skill set and that freak athleticism that now you get into this culture in Dan Campbell, and maybe that's the thing that makes Rat Holmes so good is like, oh, this is the type of guy that has the skill.
Yeah.
If he can buy into the culture, like watch out. And, some guys don't buy in, some guys do. But if Tesla does, this could be, he could be a dude.
It's a lot easier to buy into the Lions culture now than it was a few years ago, I think, because you've seen the proven success. So I got to imagine, especially like young guys coming into the league that go into that culture, I can't imagine not loving it, right? It's like a proven
I agree.
winning culture.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this guy was a Lions fan growing up. He wore his Lions jersey to his interview. Like when he went to go, they're like, "Oh, you doing this like kiss ass?" And he's like, "No, like I've been a Lions fan my whole life." Like, it's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah,
it is pretty cool. I'm excited, and I mean, I think if he pans out to be
there's your JMO replacement. There's your JMO replacement.
Well,
you're probably not re-signing him, and there you go. You got Amon-Ra, Tesla. Those are your two. Like you're not going to be able to pay everybody.
Sure, and that could certainly, and then JMO, that creates a trade opportunity where you get a couple. Exactly. But I was even thinking shorter term this year with new offensive coordinators, questions at the O-line. Yep. What better year than to just have someone like that where you can just say, okay, go let it rip. Right, like we got this brand new weapon that no one's ever seen, and let's work him into like I think Wilson. You asked the question, right? Like how many games until he's getting meaningful contribution? Probably sooner than later, given the state of the O-line, the state of the unknowns of the offense. I say they start working him in right off the bat and keep opponents guessing, because especially these first 5-6 games of the year, what a tough schedule.
Tough.
I would agree, especially if we lose a game or two. It's like, dude, let's use him more. Like once, I think it might take a second, like after we've been hit in the mouth, to be like, okay, we need to try something here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, you're going to see Johnny Morton, who's their new offensive coordinator. This dude loves the deep ball. Loves the deep ball. Goff's been throwing a ton of it, I guess, in practice and in preseason, which is great for JMO, and that's great for Tesla too. So. Well, it's going to be a different look with the offense this year too. That's what, anyways. All right. Let's do this because this will be fun. So I came up with fact or fiction. All right. I got 5 to 6 questions around the Lions, Michigan State football, and Michigan football. So I'll ask you both a question, fact or fiction. You each kind of give your answer. I'll wrap and give my answer, and we'll go from there. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. Love that.
That's gonna be fun.
Let's start with the Lions. All right. We'll start NFL, then we will work our way into college. So, fact or fiction? The Detroit Lions will win their 3rd consecutive NFC North title in 2025, and I want to give you the odds here, just so you know. So the Lions are plus 145 to win. Packers are next at plus 250. Vikings at plus 270, and Bears at plus 460. So Wilson, we'll start with you. Fact or fiction? They will win their 3rd consecutive NFC North title.
I'm going to say fiction. I'm going to say we have a hard enough schedule that the Packers will slightly beat us in the division, but it won't matter because we'll be in the playoffs and we'll go farther in the playoffs than them. But it's coming down to schedule. It comes down to schedule.
I think it's going to be fact because I think we match up well against our divisional opponents. I think this is the hardest division, and I think you're going to have a couple, probably 3, maybe 4 10-win teams in this division. And I think it's just going to come down to who has the best in-division record, and I think we can do it.
Yeah. I'm going with Steve. I'm going fact for one fact alone. Do you know Dan Campbell's record against the NFC North in his time in Detroit?
Great, isn't it?
I believe it is 17-3.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah. I mean, there's been some other than the Vikings being crazy good last year, there's been a little bit of a down. I mean, the Packers have been in a couple down years. The Bears have been terrible. So it's not that surprising, but that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I think outside of that first year, and that's 17-3, it might be the last 3 years or whatever, but still he's dominated the NFC North. So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, okay. So we got 2 facts and a fiction. I'm keeping receipts on these too, so we can go back and look, which is great.
Great.
Okay, the Lions defense under now a new defensive coordinator, right? Shepard got moved up, took over for Aaron Glenn, who's in New York, will finish the 2025 season as a top 10 unit in the NFL. And I want to give you some pre-qualifiers on this. So, Steve, to your point, or Wilson, maybe it was you, they're tied for the 2nd toughest strength of schedule in the league. So opponents have a .571 from the previous season, which I think is like second or third hardest in the league. And they will be playing 12 games against teams that had a winning record last year. That includes the Chiefs, Eagles, Ravens, and home against the Pack and the Bucks. So what do we think? First-year defensive coordinator. Early signs of camp have been that the defense has been strongly outperforming the offense. But what do you guys think? You think they can pull off a top 10 defensive unit there? Steve, we'll start with you on this one.
I'm going to say fiction. It's these defenses on Lions teams the last few years have had very much a bend, don't break mentality. It's just, you're not going to be top 10. You be top 15 and still be a good defense and still step up in big, meaningful moments and in meaningful games. But depth is a question, and just the way that like the over aggressiveness of this team is going to cost them at some point. It's just not. It's not the makings of a top 10 defense, which doesn't mean anything to me, too. By the way,
fair. Okay, so you're kind of saying just give me middle of the pack, give me that 15, 16 range, and I will take that all day. I mean top half of the league. Got it.
I would agree. I'm going to say fiction because I think we're going to be fighting to get into that top half of the league. We didn't add an edge. I mean, we got some guys guys coming off injury, guys who are still out injured. Ali McNeil's probably not going to be back until, after 7 games into the season, hopefully. Key pieces that are either just coming back from injury, out on injury already, and we didn't add an edge. So I feel kind of negative about the defense.
Got it. Okay, this is a fun one. I think you're going to like this one. Okay?
Wait, we didn't hear yours. We didn't hear your answer.
I'm a fiction on this because of, I think, to Steve's point. Steve, wasn't that a Patricia thing? Bend, don't break, or am I insane? Was that Campbell?
No, that's what we used to talk about.
Yeah, that was
Campbell.
I don't know why I was thinking Patricia and a stupid pencil in his ear. Here we go. I'm a rocket scientist.
We never reference him there on Take the Points.
He was maybe the worst coach. He put in a hill. He put in a stupid hill at the training camp. It's so stupid.
He carted his ass around on that little scooter.
Yeah, he was such a bitch. Fact or fiction? Matt Patricia sucks. Fact. We all have fact on that. I will say fiction. I think there's a lot of holes on defense. I also think our offense is going through a transition. All these early headlines out of training camp when the guys are just fishing for stuff. It's like you're playing the same team every day. We pretty much have a whole new offensive line, a whole new offensive coordination, whole new system. Like, of course, the defense, I think, is generally going to look a little bit better when they're installing new concepts on offense. So I always just find that interesting. And like you said, Aleem McNeil out, Tyleik Williams is going to be there. We just don't have a ton of depth, right? Like Aiden's coming off of a broken leg. We hope that holds up, So to me, there's still too many question marks on the line, which is my biggest concern on the defensive line. I'm hoping I'm seeing a Zadarius Smith signing at some point, boys, right? We're begging for this to happen. Come on.
It's crazy that we're begging for that, but that's our best option.
What's he going to cost? $4 million?
Yeah, sign him. I don't. Although he did broke up with his girlfriend, who was like a Detroit rap artist.
Yeah,
Tough.
Then she posted something about her man 2 days later, so they're assuming that they got back together.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Can we go? Can we go totally out of left field here? Not football related. Just thought of it. Fact or fiction? The Detroit Pistons will re-sign Malik Beasley. Fact or fiction? Wilson?
Fact.
I would say I would pay a few $100s for that to be a fact.
Yeah.
Meaning you want it to be a fact, or
you're betting that's...
No, I really want it to be a fact because they absolutely should.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually, I think, is perfect scenario for them to just sign him to another short-term deal. They didn't have to give him that long, go one more year.
And I know we went out and tried to get some guys to fill his slot, but we really didn't find a direct replacement for him.
It never hurts to have another good shooter.
I agree. I want him back. I don't know where he'll stay in Detroit. I don't know if his credit has good standing, but he'll be okay. He'll be fine. He did, right? He got kicked out of his apartment. They booted him out of his rental.
Yeah.
So,
true.
It's tough. Anyways, that was a total.
That's right. You got a room for him.
I do. I have plenty of room for him. He's easily welcome to come stay with me.
That would be great.
Okay, this one's kind of fun. So this is going to be combining pro and college together. So the Lions right now are projected, their over-unders at 10.5 wins. Okay. Do you think the Detroit Lions will have more wins than Michigan and Michigan State combined this season? So Michigan State football together. So just to give you context, Michigan's over-under is at 8.5. Spartans are at 5.5. So do you think those two teams combined will win more than the Lions will win by themselves?
Yeah, I'm going to say fact easily. Okay. I think the Michigan probably wins 9 or 10, and I think that Michigan State's going to win like 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Michigan's probably good for 8, and then if Michigan State gets 5, that's 13. I don't think the Lions are going to win more than 11.
Yeah.
This year.
I thought it was kind of interesting, but maybe it's super obvious to go.
But I mean, Michigan State could easily go 5, and Michigan could underperform and go 7.
That's mostly what did it was the state side. If Michigan underperforms at all, like let's say they win 8 games, and then State goes on there and wins like 4, you're like, all right,
then it's right there. It's real close.
We're right there.
Yeah. I would hate that though. I would hate that.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's based on the over/under. Again, they're probably favoring for Michigan State to get more wins, but it's actually sad. It's a good and a bad thing, right? You're like, because I don't know, you guys, I think the Lions are going to be better than they were last year with a worse record. I'm like convinced that's probably going to happen. So we can't take record into it of like where they're going to be at. Whereas Michigan State, I think they will just be better this year just because Michigan State was horrible last year.
But I'm going to actually
horrible games.
I'm going to reverse what I said though. I would take the Lions. If the Lions have more wins than both of those teams put together, that means they probably got like 13 plus wins. And I would actually, because Michigan State, I think on the upside, they like limp into just like a random bowl game is their upside. They get to a bowl, which who really cares about like being in the, I don't even know.
The Chick-fil-A bowl?
Oh, yeah, the Chick-fil-A bowl would be a good one.
Yeah, the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl?
Yeah, like who wants to be in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl? I would take the Lions having a 13-win season over Michigan State being in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. So, I would say I hope that happens. Actually,
you actually hope that You actually hope obviously that the Lions have more wins. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
I don't. Am I wrong to almost want a 10-7 season?
No.
Just to like. You don't think I'm wrong, or do you think?
No, I'm all in it, Steve. Yeah, I'm all in it with you.
Last year. That it was just too much, man. Like that last game against Minnesota, I feel like took everything.
And
then after that, it was in the playoffs.
But wait a minute. Wasn't it you, Steve, who when we were talking about like, do you just sit guys out because you've already gotten yourself? You were like, no, you need to not even sit out any guys in the second half. Play the whole game.
Correct. Yes, but I do feel that, but. I don't. So
he's pulling receipts. He's pulling receipts.
That's my mentality just overall. I think there's no point in doing that. But I do think that winning 15 games just in general, some of the way, like you look at the game against the Texans last year and that comeback, I think it just took a lot in totality to win 15 games that I just don't think there's gas left in the tank come playoff time.
Yeah.
Especially after a bye week.
Which is why I'm a proponent of like, if you've already locked up the division and you're like, you're not really playing for a whole lot, give some guys some rest so that you have some left in the tank. But we'll see if that becomes applicable again this year. I don't think
maybe
it will.
We'll have that same discussion this year.
I don't think we will, unfortunately, but I would love that.
I mean, we could. I mean, Wilson, you were big, I think, on like I think you said even you're like, man, if we get less than like 13 wins a season, like we got to have like you were more focused on the amount of wins, or I think Steve and I were more on the side of I'm less concerned with how many wins we have and more like what state the team is in, right? To your point, like last year they won 15 games. We may never see that again in our lifetime, but they were depleted at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't know if you guys heard, Dan Campbell did a really great interview with Brad Galley. It was awesome for those that haven't listened to it, but he was talking about like, what do you think he thinks went wrong last year? And Campbell said he feels like he put too much of an emphasis on we got to get the number 1 seed. We got to have home field. And he like lost a little bit of that. Like, we'll play you anywhere. Remember his stupid quote when he started of like, we'll play you in the beach or in the water or like whatever. Yeah. He feels like he got so focused on that this year he's like, just win the division and like get into the dance and we'll play anybody anywhere, which is like, that's where they thrive. I don't think they do well in the like, we got to be number 1 and we're going to be pressured to lose. Like, I think they play better with a chip. I think he knows that, you know?
I agree. Yeah, I actually don't really care how many games we win. I would like to put ourselves in the best position still by having that home field. didn't work out for us last year, but 100%. I still think that without even saying it, they could still shoot for that, and they will, of course.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't think Campbell said it's still Super Bowl or bust. He knows that, but it's like we're not going to go all out and be like, oh my gosh, we don't get the 1 seed. The season's a disappointment. Because Steve, to your point, it felt like we got that 1 seed, and it was like the house of bricks. Just like we everything fell apart. It was just like everything crumbled after that happened. Like confidence, injuries, everything caught up.
Yep. All it took so much to hit that goal that like you lost sight of what was actually the end game, right?
Yeah. I think the Lions are better as the hunter. Or I'm sorry, they're better as the hunted. No, the hunter than the hunted.
Yeah,
they do not want to be the number one. I think they want to be like, oh, you're not thinking about us? Bam, we got you.
Right.
You know? Anyways, okay, fact or fiction now, moving on to some college football. Steve, this one we're going to start with you, okay? So I don't know if you saw Michigan named their starting quarterback. What a surprise. I love these headlines. Oh, Bryce Underwood's going to start.
Right.
What?
Yeah. The quarterback you paid $10 million to come here is going to play? Yeah. Wow.
It's all these headlines that are like Michigan not sure who they're going to start at quarterback. So true freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood will lead the Wolverines to a 10-win regular season. And just for context, do you know the last Michigan freshman quarterback to lead the team to 10 wins? A Michigan legend. Played for the Arizona Cardinals, and I believe backed up. Yeah, did you say
Chad Henne?
Yeah, Chad Henne. Yes, nice. Good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, Henne led them to 10-3 with a bowl win. So anyway, what do you think? I think it's only the third true freshman ever to start for Michigan. What's your thoughts on Bryce Underwood? Do you think you can get him to 10 wins or more? Over under, I think, was 8.5 to 9.5. So you'd be taking the over at that point.
Yeah, I mean the schedule is. I had to pull the schedule up.
Yeah, that's fine.
It certainly is possible. I mean, outside of Ohio State and Oklahoma.
Yeah, that first game is going to be. Yeah, I could see them losing to Oklahoma just because of the nature of a freshman quarterback. Going to have some freshman mistakes, but
I mean, and state like Michigan State, that's always a tough game. I don't care what type of year Sparty's having; it's always a tough game. But across the board, 10 wins is certainly doable. I just don't. I don't think a freshman can get it done. I think it'll be 9. I think 9 is would probably be what I would bet on. I'd take the over 8.5 or whatever and pick 9.
Yeah.
But not 10. That's a lot.
It's going fiction. Going fiction. Wilson, you agree?
Yeah, I think, Michigan always seems to just do a little bit better than I think that they should. And, but I kind of agree. 10 would be pushing it. I'm going to say that they get 8 or 9 wins, and that would still be a great year for a true freshman quarterback with a pretty tough schedule. I mean, that would still be fantastic. Yeah. So
and then he'll hit the transfer portal and we'll start this all over.
He'll make another $10 million somewhere else.
Probably, dude.
They don't have anything in his contract that he has to stay for more than a year. He just is 1 year, $10 million.
I don't know.
If only they had contracts, remember?
That's the whole thing.
But there's got to be some sort of, if he's getting that much money, there's got to be some sort of contract, right?
Yeah, well, he'd have to give it back if he doesn't stay. There's probably some sort of clause in it.
Yeah,
but
I do. There's got to be I think that's why I like the NFL. It's like, there's contracts. Do it. Just do it in college. We'd be done with this. Get some contracts. I'm good.
Give the college kids contracts and just say, hey, there's a clause where if your coach leaves,
you can bounce.
The coach that recruited you, the coach that you committed to, if that guy goes, there's your opt out. There's your transfer portal.
And then just say it would take just admitting these aren't kids. This isn't just amateur sports. This is multi-billions of dollar industry. These are professionals. And that's what they would have to admit to be we're going to give them contracts and pay them money based on the contract.
And I think it goes towards, I know Mike Valenti on the radio is always big on this, just seceding from the NCAA. Just being the Big Ten and the SEC are now one super conference with all the big boy teams in it. And you have your own playoff, you have your own national title. And then aside from that, you get your MAC schools, your WAC schools, your Mountain West, all these other small players who get to play by the normal college rules of, hey, this is a kid who's studying kinesiology and also getting a full ride scholarship, right? But after his football career is done, he's going to find a job. Let those kids play in a different playing field because the Bryce Underwoods of the world, the insert stud college player here. Like those guys are just on a different playing field.
It's so true. Right now. It's so true.
It's like, why do we got to pretend that there's amateurism in college football? Like there's not. Like this was back in the day with the Olympics too. If you remember, like you used to not be able to be a professional athlete, compete in the Olympics in like the 70s and stuff. And we would get our ass kicked because you had these other countries that were like paying their athletes like professionals. And we had people that were like, do I want to go compete for the country, or do I like and be on food stamps, or do I want to go have,
or do I want to pay my bills?
Right. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, we're not even in that drastic of a situation. We've always just been behind, or like we're always slightly behind the 8 ball. Like we'll get there because it'll be forced to get there. Like it's,
And the Band-Aids that they're putting on it, like, oh, let's expand to a 2018 playoff or whatever. Like, no, like you're going to have
dumb.
Like New Mexico State's going to get in the playoff and just get creamed on national television.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Because they don't have the dogs. And it's like, this is just make its own league.
Yeah. I agree.
Cash it out.
Yeah. Fact or fiction. NCAA is awesome. We'll go fiction for all three of us. Okay. Got it.
Right.
And NCAA sucks. Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Love it. Okay, Wilson, this one's for you. And then I just got 2 more and then we can wrap this up. But under second-year head coach Jonathan Smith, the Spartans will achieve bowl eligibility this year and win at least 6 games. Man, it's sad that we even have to have this as a fact or fiction. It really is.
And like I said, I don't even necessarily feel like I'm not going to be overjoyed if they win 6 games and they get in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. But
I love the Duke's Mayonnaise.
I don't know where that came from, Steve. That was great.
It's a real one.
Is it real?
Okay.
Who's the guy from the Titans that drinks mayonnaise in his? Wasn't Will Levis put mayonnaise in like his coffee? So maybe he's the sponsor for that.
He was gross. Actually. Yeah,
it could be. Was. You got the salad bowl, the Cheribundi tart cherry Boca Raton bowl. They're going to be in one of those bowls.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to be in one. So you're thinking?
I think so. There. I think they get there. They're going to be
LA
in one.
Bowl hosted by Gronk.
Yeah. They'll be in something dumb.
I'm looking at their schedule here, Wilson. Like Western Michigan versus Michigan State. That's got to be a dub, right? Michigan State versus Boston College feels like a dub.
It's always questionable. We've lost to them in recent years, I think.
Okay, so they're 1-1. Then they go Youngstown State. That's a win. That's 2-1. Michigan State, USC. Let's say they lose that. That's 2-2. Michigan State, Nebraska.
I don't know.
This is where it's going to be hit or miss. Like, let's just assume that's a loss. They're 2-3. They play UCLA. This is where I could just easily be like, lost. They got to
right.
But okay, now they're 2-4. They play Indiana. You're right. Okay, now no, I'm going fiction. I don't know if they get there.
No, I think that they will.
They got a tough schedule, dude.
They have a tough schedule.
If they get off to a slow start, is when they're in trouble.
The thing is, though, if they can't win a single game in the Big Ten. Then kick them out of the league. You got to give them at least 2 or 3 Big Ten wins.
True.
They will pull that off. Okay. I don't know who it will be against, but they'll get 2 or 3. If they start the season off with 3 wins, like they really should against Western Michigan, Boston College, and Youngstown State, that will do it. But man, like you just never can count. You can't count it on any of those games, really, in my mind, past those first couple. So I'm going to say they get 6 and they limp in.
I think they did that last year. I believe they were 3-0 after the first 3 games last year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They beat Florida Atlantic, Maryland, and Prairie View, and then they went on to lose, I guess, 2 of their next 3, but then they beat Iowa. But anyways.
I'm still going through the bowls over here. I found a list. You guys.
Is this Steve's favorite bowl names?
You will never guess my favorite bowl name. I'm just going to tell it to you. It is the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
Exactly, dude. That's the one I want them in.
I want to go to that bowl.
You guys deserve that one. The Scooter's Coffee Bowl, the Boca Raton Bowl.
I will go to that Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Imagine the giveaway for the kids at that bowl too. Like, are we just getting what's the giveaway there?
Yeah, they're giving away loose cigarettes.
Yeah, there's got to be
some weeds. I'd take that.
Yeah.
Cricket Celebration Bowl.
Poulon Weed Eater Independence Bowl. Like, put them in that.
But this is where these bowls are just stupid. Like, that's why no one even watches them. Like, it's just, and no players playing them, of course. Like, because everyone's transferring out or sitting. It just dilutes it.
It's so dumb. That's why I said I don't even really care.
Yeah. I'm kind of out on the bowls.
Me too.
Anyways, okay. One more fact or fiction. Okay.
All right. I like this, Robbie.
Okay.
This is great.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and mute Steve.
Please do.
All right. I have one more Michigan State one because Michigan didn't have a ton outside of Bryce Underwood. That was my big story for them. Michigan State's been so bad that they had two and Michigan had one. But quarterback Aiden Childs, second season as MSU. He will throw for over 2,500 yards and be a top 5 quarterback in the Big Ten. For context, he threw 2,400 yards last year, and he was 13th in the Big Ten.
I think he could throw for over 2,500 yards. He's not going to be a top. You said top 5 in the Big Ten?
Top 5, yep.
I don't think
it's a breakout year.
You mean top 5 just in terms of yards thrown?
Yep.
Well, if he was 13th last year at 2,400, top 2,500 shouldn't get him in the top 5, right?
Sorry, take out the yards. Just a top 5 overall quarterback. I should have said.
No, I don't think he's got the support around him to be that. Like, I think even if he has the potential within him to be that, I don't think he's got the offensive line. I don't think he's got the wide receiver weapons.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick Marsh is pretty damn good.
That's about it.
He's a stud.
That's what he's got.
He's really good. He's really good. Okay, Bryce Underwood or Aiden Childs, who will throw for more yards? See, I would say Childs there because I just don't think Michigan throws the ball that much. I feel like they love running the ball. But
I mean, we haven't thrown the ball that much because we haven't had a quarterback that can throw the ball that much.
JJ, I bet you Charles will throw for more than him.
JJ.
I think Charles will throw for more than Underwood.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he will.
This feels like a good...
I think Underwood's going to take some deep shots to turn into picks, and that maybe hinders his decision-making a little bit, and he relies on his legs a little more.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's all I had for Fact or Fiction. That was my football.
That was fun.
It was great, man.
Yeah, that was more Michigan Central, like football Lions and stuff. But I was thinking it'd be fun to do that during the regular season, even for NFL, just like 2 or 3 every week, just to kind of keep track. Guys, we haven't even touched on your golf outing. Can we talk about this, by the way, for everyone that doesn't know?
Oh, dude, it was a blast. We played a nice
Wilson. Steve and Wilson teed off against each other. Nice little pun there, and I believe Wilson overcame.
I think I did, just by a stroke or two, but neither of us had rounds to be proud of. I will say that. I'll give Steve the fact that he had to add a couple strokes for balls that we couldn't find that he clearly did not hit out of bounds. We didn't want to hold the people behind us up for forever and couldn't find them. So if you count those out, you probably would have got me by a stroke or two.
I took 7 drops, and I don't know if.
Did you play 9 holes?
Yeah, we only played 9.
Yeah, I played 9 holes. Dude, I'm telling you, it was terrible. And we talk about this too. You play with guys who be like, "Oh, I shot a 42." And it's like, dude, I saw you take 3 drops. There's no way you shot a 42. Right? And they're like, "Oh, well, I didn't count them all." Like, people don't count their drop. I count every time I drop a ball.
We played real strokes.
I punish myself.
We did play real strokes. And I mean, you could also say though, like, I'll give myself some credit. I did 3-putt a couple holes that I didn't have to 3-putt, so like I could have gotten some strokes back too. I think it was not too far off of being a pretty even match.
Well, yeah, that wasn't me trying to make excuses. That's me. It's just that's the type of round that I think I had.
We got to film it next time, and we need Robbie there.
We should.
Yeah, that might be one of my all-time pet peeves is that guy on the golf course that like. You go in to putt in, and it's like, "Oh, what'd you get to?" He's like, "Oh, I got a 6." And in my mind, I'm like, "You were definitely an 8." But sure, okay, I'll mark you down as a 6. Like, you're only cheating yourself here, but sure. It's like, I don't know. How did you miscount the 2 shots? You went into the water, into the woods.
Yeah, you took 2 tee shots.
Like, what?
You didn't get a 6.
And then it's like, 4. Like, and trust me, I'm from time to time, I will forget if I like duff one in the fairway. I'm just like, "Oh, shoot, I forgot I did that." Like, that happens. But like, we all know the guys that consistently do it. It is.
Yeah.
That is like it's like, why are you lying? Like, who are you? Like, what? Oh, yeah, to your point, Steve, I shot a 42. And then you go out, like I told you, my buddies and I, and Steve, I know you've done something too, where you've gone on a golf trip. Like, we go to our golf trips and it's like there's no messing around. Like, people are watching it close, and all of a sudden the dude that shoots 42 is shooting 51. And it's like, we based your handicap off of you shooting 42. Now you suck. And it's like, well, yeah, because I normally don't count the 7 drops I take.
Yeah, it's hurting. You're hurting yourself. Yeah, you're giving yourself.
Give me that handicap, because when we go in the golf outing and I get strokes, like, okay, let's. And it actually works out to be a fair the way that the group we go with, like, they do it pretty well, and like we'll be halfway or a hole left of the round. And it's like I'm down a stroke. right? With the handicap. And it's like, okay, and I can have a good hole here.
Yep.
I hate when people
or vice
do that.
versa, right? So it does make it more fun. You are cheating yourself.
I played one of my. Sorry, go ahead, Steve. You played again?
I did hit driver off the deck with Wilson, and that was one of my favorite shots.
Oh, it was incredible. I
mean, definitely this was my shot of the summer, but I've only been out twice.
I think that a par 5? Was that a par 5, Steve? Because you were right off the green after your second shot. It was the cleanest. I mean, he just hit that thing perfectly, like centered it on the club face right off the green. From forever away. It was crazy. And then I duffed 2 in a row. I think I topped 2 shots in a row right after he did that.
That's the best. There's nothing like the duff on the golf course, especially when you're taking lessons. You're like, I think I figured it out. Then you go out there and you're like, I forgot how you're 2 holes in and you're like, I don't know how to hit a golf ball.
I quit.
Guys, I played around though this past weekend, actually just yesterday, and I'm in my prime right now. So we need to get out there ASAP.
No, I don't want to play you in your prime. Steve's played twice. I haven't played in 3 weeks. I don't want to play you in your prime.
I'll play you in your prime.
Okay.
I got no shame.
I think I figured something out with because here's what it is. What I've been trying to do is when my practice swings, I'm so carefree. It's just like, it just flows. And then I think about it. I have so many swing thoughts. Okay, turn your wrist. Okay, make sure your hips are moving. Shift your weight. So many thoughts. Now I'm just doing exactly what I do in my practice swings. And I played so much better. Think less. Think less.
Steve, is your dog snoring in the background?
Is he? Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, he's snoring.
Wilson.
We ran him yesterday. He's pretty tired.
I love it. Also, another classic thing said on the golf course. This would be a great episode. The greatest thing said on the golf course. Guys, I think I figured it out. It out.
Right.
I've probably said that 6 or 7 times this summer.
It's that or the patented, hey, can you get a read on this? How far out are we? Oh, you're 210? Cool, you just duffed it 35 yards.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my favorite is, and I'm guilty of this too, but it's like, what club did you hit there?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like, you're not hitting the same clubs I'm hitting. Like, we're different swing types. Like, I know guys that'll hit a pitching wedge. Wilson and I talked about this last weekend. I know guys that'll hit a pitching wedge 190. Like, that's my 6 iron.
Yeah. But I asked you that, I think, a couple times, but I did it because I'm gauging how far you're hitting your driver past mine. Right. And then I'm like, okay, well, if you hit a 6 iron, I probably need to hit a 5 iron, or I need to hit my hybrid. Yeah.
Or I just think it's the guy, like, what'd you hit? Oh, a 6? And like, I'm going to hit a 6. Yeah. It's like, or you try to like show off.
There's been so many times I've been in the tee box on like a par 3 and it's like $180 and dudes are hitting like 8 irons. And I go up there and hit a 6. Someone's like, what you hit? I'm like, I hit my 8, just hit it a little short. And I hit my 5 hybrid, and it was 20 yards short. And you're just hiding the end of the club. You're like, no, it was my 8 iron. Like, hey, can I get a practice swing on that? No, I don't let anyone else touch my clubs.
At the end of the round, I'm not like, oh, Wilson beat me by 2 strokes, but I hit my 6 iron instead, and Wilson hit his 8. So
true, good point.
It doesn't add up.
I think if I had a driver, a 7 iron, and a putter, I would play just as well as I do with all other clubs in my bag. Because I hit my 7 iron the most clean. I can hit it $140, $150. Like it just as long as I could all the hybrids. I'm not good enough to even like have a selection of like, oh, I'm 180 out. Should I use the 6 or the 5? Right. It's like no, just give me a 7.
Out, but I'm in thick grass. Like no, it doesn't. Like I just swing as hard as I.
Good luck hitting that 7 iron though out of a bunker around the green.
I mean, the hole's done at that point when I'm in the bunker anyways. So that's fine.
If honestly, I would go driver 7 wedge putter.
This feels like a great thing that we should do.
You know what we should also do?
You get 4 clubs and we all got to go against each other. Whatever 4 clubs you get, putters included, and you just go out and play 9 holes and see who has the best round.
I pick 1 for you. Wilson picks 1 for you, and then you pick 2 for yourself.
I feel like this is once we're further into our golf content. We need to first just play each other, and then we can make real. And then we could try. Like, wouldn't it be fun to play 9 and do like where we try to break 40 between the 3 of us or something like that?
Oh yeah,
like a break.
Play a 3-man scramble.
Yeah, like a scramble.
Yeah, a scramble between the 3 of us and try to break 40 or try to break 35. I don't know.
I don't know if we could.
You don't think we could break 40?
We couldn't. But
I think we could break 40. I think we could do it. Easy. I think we could easily break 40.
There's only one way to find out, and the people want to see. They want to see that and Wilson shooting free throws versus me. See who can make more, because it's obviously going to be me.
That would be boring. That would be so boring. I'd win in a landslide.
Here's reality. I think people would find our. I mean, could your head even fit in the gym with how damn big you think it is? You know what I'm saying?
Robbie, I would crush you in a free throw contest or a 3-point
Wilson, you
contest.
say you would crush everybody in everything that you do.
That is so false. Actually,
that's
so false.
That's confidence. I respect that.
But what else do I say that about?
Steve, your dog right now is just snoring on here and it's just killing me.
Back here.
Robbie, no, I want to challenge you on this. What else have I ever said that I would crush people in other than shooting a basketball?
I don't know. I feel like it was basketball related. Maybe basketball knowledge. I don't know. I feel like there's been many things you've said on here when you're like easily no problem.
It's just basketball. It's just shooting. Just shooting. Go back and find it.
I think you overhype your own basketball skills is what I think.
Ooh.
Is this your first night back in the court tonight?
No, I went back last week.
Oh,
I was very careful. I did not. Yeah. I don't think I went for a single rebound that wasn't like just a huge kick off the rim. Like if it was anywhere around the basket, I was not there, and I will do that again tonight.
Smart. Can we get updated stats? Can we get the videos like you normally do, like your highlight videos?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. I want to log. I want access to all your stats in real time. I want to know your per. I want everything.
I'll send you the full game. You can watch the full game in context on YouTube.
I'm not, but you can just send me the stats.
Well, until you've watched it, I don't want to hear you saying I'm overhyping because I am not that good, but I can shoot the ball.
Yeah. Okay. I just if I'm sitting in my bed watching a men's league game on YouTube for 49 minutes, that's
embarrassing. Yeah.
That's an all-time low for me.
Anyway, speaking of all-time lows, I think we're good on this pod. Anything else you want to talk about? I think that's about it.
Covered it all. Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. That was fun. Other than the last minute. When Robbie just shit on me. Other than the last 2 minutes. All right.
Pull you back.
Thank you to all of you for listening to another 51, almost 52 minutes of Take the Points. We appreciate you. Please like, share the show, leave us a comment. You haven't done that in a minute on Spotify. We'd love to see them. And then we will see you back here very soon on Take the Points.
A true Underdog podcast.
Peace.